Alright, give me 1 second. Alright, everything should be working properly. Hopefully the audio is good. Hopefully my mic is working properly. Seems like it is. Alright. Anyways, I'm just gonna jump into it because I am very late. I'm about 2 hours late to when I was planning on doing this. But anyways, hello everyone. Welcome to something different. I wanted to do a stream where I broke down all of the tracklist songs for the album that I teased a little bit ago. It kind of morphed into a much bigger thing because I was looking up to see like how many songs was actually on an EP or an extended play, and it said anywhere from 4 to 6 songs. And I'm like, that's not nearly enough. Like I want to tell a broader story that wouldn't be able to be fit within 4 to 6 songs. I'm also in the midst of trying to figure out how I want to produce the album. Because at this point, it's like I'm either gonna try to like record all of the things myself, or like try to produce it all myself, or I'm gonna try to have people jump on board. It seems like my mic is peaking. I apologize if it's peaking. I'm gonna see if I can get some people on board. See if I can get some singers, some instrumentalists, people who want to get involved. We'll see. But I just wanted to jump on and break down every single track list. But I don't want to spoil too much. Like I already have, let me see, 13 songs planned, plus some additional songs that will come out as like a deluxe version, that I've labeled Legacy Paradise Edition. Well, it's not even Legacy Paradise Edition anymore, it's Stories Paradise Edition. But it's something that is currently up in the air regarding the additional things, because I'm only going to be working on 13 songs. Like I said in the teaser, it's going to take me a really long time to figure things out, so it's not going to come out like by the end of the year. Probably going to take me a full year to produce this thing. But we'll see. So anyways, I've been talking for 4.5 minutes. Let's just jump into it. So track 1 is kind of the story of who I was in my like childhood growing up. I've titled it Alone in My Head because I didn't have friends growing up. I didn't really have anybody to talk to outside of my family. Even with my family, I haven't been able to. I wasn't able to talk to anybody about how I was feeling. I didn't know like who I was as a person. I didn't know what I was doing with my life. It's like at a certain point, it got such a low point that I tried ending my life, and it wasn't super ideal. It wasn't fun to be alone with the thoughts in my head. It wasn't like something that I really particularly enjoyed. It's like, obviously I'm doing a lot better now that I've realized that I kind of put myself in that position. I kind of pushed people away. It wasn't something I wanted to do, but it was kind of like saddening in a way to think about, like, will I grow up and die alone with only the thoughts in my head? It's like, I want to say that was probably 15 years ago, 2010, 2011, give or take. I was probably 12 or 13. I don't exactly remember the exact year, but it wasn't fun. Like, at that age, no kid should be thinking about killing themselves because they're so alone and they feel like no one listens to them and no one will ever see them in a certain way. So I'll dive further in when the song comes out, because this album is going to be me expressing a story in each song and like what happened in my life growing up. So that's track 1. Track 2 is Peace of Mind. It's a song about like me losing my faith because I was so overwhelmed with like all these problems in my adolescence that I was like, I don't know if there's a God. I do not know if there is anybody who is listening to me, any higher being that will save me in the end of my life. And all I really needed is somebody to give me peace of mind, to make all of my problems go away. Like, I was praying and praying and praying, and I was just not getting any answers to any of my prayers. It wasn't something I really thought of anymore. Like, I was slowly losing my grip on it. Like, I was slowly losing my sanity. It wasn't something that I wanted to particularly think about anymore, where it's like, is there really a God? I believe the word that somebody told me was, the way I was thinking was agnostic, where it's like, I don't know if there is a God, but I don't think I don't think I'm an atheist or anything. I'm not religious. I don't go to church. I don't go to any of those like sermons or anything. I don't like forcing religion on other people. I don't like that ideology of like, oh, you should love thy neighbor as thy neighbor loves you, because it's like some people don't care. It's like they will treat you in a certain way, even though you treat them with the amount of respect. I never stoop down to other people's levels. To a point where it's like, oh, I'll like make sure that you feel this certain way. So like I was so overwhelmed with thoughts And it got to a point where it's like, I am going to make myself a recluse, basically. I kind of sheltered myself for years. I want to say I was sheltered for 5 or 6 years after I got out of high school. It wasn't really fun to be locked in my bedroom for basically a majority of my life. It's like a third of my life was sheltered in a room. If not more than that, to be honest. So it's something I really want to explore more in detail, which is why I'm going to be making this song about giving peace of mind. Anyways, moving on to track 3, Ready for Life. This is a personal song of going to this program for disabled people, because I am disabled. I have autism and I have bipolar disorder. So it's like I went to this program and I was really shy. I didn't really at first feel comfortable like doing this thing, like stepping out of my boundaries, like stepping out of my like safe space. But after a certain point, I was like, oh, this is something I actually needed to be able to be more confident in myself and be able to say that it's like, oh, I can be more independent, I can be myself, I can be an adult, I can do all these things. And it's like I was so supported in that avenue of life that it was really like therapeutic for me to be able to say like, hey, I can go into this place and I can be welcomed and I won't be judged and I won't be like ridiculed for being different. And it was really nice because I made a lot of friends there. And that was back in 2022, I believe. I want to say it was March of 2022, so just over 3 years ago. And it really helped me find who I was as a person, and especially now that I'm helping them out a lot more in terms of like the business side of things, and like giving my input on all of the like different things that they're doing. So it's really nice to say that it's like there's this place I can go where I don't have to feel alone anymore. Anyways, moving on to the first single that I will be releasing, titled Save Me. This is a song all about gratefulness. Grateful for other people being in my life, being like supported in a like friendly way, being like there for people when you really need them, because I really needed somebody to pull me out of the darkness of my life. It was really bad for a really long time. The like the sadness and the like loneliness and the anxiousness of not having anybody to talk to was really hard for me. But then I met some people and I didn't feel alone anymore. I felt saved. I felt like I was given this pathway to express myself and be more confident and be more like laid back, I would say, like not really have to worry about my problems anymore, like because I was doing things that made me happy. And I was really thankful and grateful for certain people in my life And if it wasn't for those people, I probably wouldn't be here today making these videos and streaming and all these things. Well, I might have been, but I probably wouldn't have been as confident in doing that type of stuff. So that's gonna be the first single that I'll release. But like I said, it's gonna take me a really long time to figure out how I'm gonna do that, so bear with me. The next track is called World. This is kind of like hearkening back to the story I was telling over the past 2 years or so, where it's like I'm building this world of characters and building this world of people, and I'm building like all of these things. I'm shaping it into my vision of like, oh, this is the story I'm telling. I'm creating this world, and I'm hoping that this world will live on after I'm gone. If the world collapses before I'm able to do what I want to do in my life, then it's basically the end of everything. It's the end of like my relationships. It's the end of my creativity. It is the end of basically everything that gave me joy. If it wasn't for those things, I probably would think that it would not be as broad and as large as I really wanted to make it and shape it into my vision. Because if I can't create this story and I can't create this world of people, was it really worth it in the end? That's the question I ask myself. Because after a certain point, when I was doing this world building in the last year or so, like it got so bad that it's like I'm struggling, and it doesn't seem like the story I'm telling is really getting across. And I'm going to harken back to that story in this song. But I'll get into more details at some other point. Because this is, I would say the song World is probably gonna be like the longest song out of anything, because it's going to be kind of like my lament. It's gonna kind of be the ballad of myself. Like, it's gonna be a really sad song. It's not gonna be a happy song. It's gonna be a really sad song. It's not going to be something that you're probably gonna want to put on repeat, you know? It's gonna be really dark. It's gonna be really personal. It's gonna be really gritty. Nothing too horrific though. Nothing too tragic. But I need to just... It's probably gonna have a content warning if I'm gonna say anything, because it's gonna be really bad, in a good way. But we'll see. Anyways, moving on to track 6. Friends Come, Friends Go. This is pretty explanatory, isn't it? It's a song all about busy schedules, people becoming busy in their lives, and not having enough time for certain things, not having time for friends, not having time for hobbies, not having time for projects that they want to work on. It's pretty self-explanatory for anybody who knows me on what this song is going to be about. Because it's like I tried to express that it's like I understand that people become busy and they have other things going on, but you need to basically be responsible in like conveying that to people in your life. Because if you don't like say anything and you just kind of disappear for years on end, it makes people worry. It makes people like a little concerned that something might have happened when nothing really did. It gives you a lot of anxiety for no real reason. That's what that song is about. It's like it's about somebody who got busy and wasn't really taking responsibility and accountability for their own life. But I'll get back into that at some other point. Track 7 is I Tried My Best, parentheses, it wasn't enough. It's basically another self-explanatory song. It's like me like trying my best at something and not being able to like put enough energy into something anymore. It's kind of a song about feeling sorry for myself and not being able to like say like I'm not strong enough to carry on this thing I'm really proud of working on and building. It's kind of like saying like I'm struggling, I need somebody to help push me across the finish line because I can't do it myself. In a way, it's a song about like not being able to persevere. This is also going to be a single. It's going to be the second single that I put out of I believe 3 of them. I'm not entirely sure. It seems like I only have... Oh, I have 3. Okay, I just want to make sure. I didn't see the last one. But, it's pretty self-explanatory, like I said. It's like, it's just a song about trying your best and not having it be enough to suffice other people's expectations. So, it's nothing too deep in terms of the subject matter. So anyways, moving on. Track 8 is Wish You Well. It's basically a song about saying goodbye to people that you love, whether it be family, friends, co-workers, pets, whatever. It's gonna be, again, a really sad song because it's like, it's really hard to say goodbye to people that you care about, that you really love and enjoy their company and the time that you spent together. It's gonna be something that I really, really enjoy writing, because although it may be a little cliched, like, it is a song about something that a lot of people struggle with. It's a song just about saying goodbye. Like, I struggled with that myself. It was really hard to say goodbye to somebody I cared about. Even though it's like I didn't want to say goodbye. I wanted to stick around. I wanted to be around people I cared about. But I realized it was time for me to go. Relationships, like with people that you care about, like, it kind of goes back to the song Friends Come, Friends Go, where it's like, you never know when people will leave. So unexpectedly. It's really a hard thing for me to comprehend sometimes. But like I said, it's just a subject that I feel like a lot of people go through. Anyways, moving on. This next song is a little bit let's say dramatic. Now the next song is called Speak My Mind. It's basically like a song all about drama, like being able to speak your mind about certain people. It's usually when I'm listening to music, there's always a song about like people going through breakups or going through like a hard time with someone or whatever. Like you go to like your job and you absolutely hate your job and you just want to tell your boss like fuck you, like go to hell, all this stuff. But I'm going to be leaving this song completely ambiguous and open-ended so that anyone that listens to it can like relate to it. And it's like, hey, I feel this exact same way, but like I wish I could tell my boss, or I wish I could tell my ex or whatever, like this certain thing. And it's like I've always liked the topic of like drama and like fuel to the fire, basically. Burning bridges, all that stuff. It's like I never want to do that myself, but I've had to do that before, even though I didn't want to. And I just feel like it's going to be a really fun song to make and produce because, like I said, everyone wants to tell someone fuck you in their life. Like, you're never going to go through life without somebody that you absolutely despise and that you just don't want to deal with. You just want to speak your mind, tell them how you really feel, you know? So that's going to be track 9. Track 10 is Carry On. So it's a song all about learning to let go, like coping mechanisms and like carrying on through your life, like leaving people behind and like saying like I don't need you anymore, and being able to like just carry on. That's pretty much it. It's like the concept of like saying like this is now in the rear view mirror, it's now in my past, I'm just looking towards the future. It's something that I'm currently dealing with right now, where it's like I'm learning to move on with my life through a pretty much traumatic experience. It's gonna be again a really like, it's gonna be a kind of a sad song, but it's also gonna be kind of a happy song because it's gonna be like triumphant. It's gonna be like kind of like a song where it's like you're championing on through life and you're able to just let go of people and being able to say like, I can be happy without you. I can not be sad anymore. I can be more independent by myself or with other people rather than this thing that I thought we had together. I don't know exactly when that feeling stops, but I'm hoping that I can still be able to smile even though I lost that feeling a while ago. But anyways, moving on to track 11 is called The Truth, or otherwise known as The Truth Hurts, because that's pretty much a painful realization of like finding out the truth about something. But the song is going to be all about like realizing that I have everything I need around me rather than what I thought I absolutely needed. Like, it's a realization of like, hey, like there's this thing that I thought I absolutely needed in my life that I actually didn't, because I had everything I already wanted, needed in my life already. So it's really painful to realize that. It's like, it's really hard for you to say like, hey, I don't need anything else in my life to be happy and to be able to like live my life as comfortably as possible. I feel like that's probably going to be also another relatable song that people can experience and relate to. Whether or not they're like needing some outlet to say they're struggling or something, because it's like, this is a song all about like, realize it's like, you're not alone, you're not in this dark place that you think you are, you're actually in a good place. You just need the right people to support you and to be able to egg you on and like push you forward. Because I realized that after a certain point, and it's like I needed someone to tell me that, and when somebody told me that, I was like, you're right. So that's the song all about realizing that. I'm gonna skip over track 12 because I might cut it. I don't think it's a really good song topic. But the last song that's on the main album is called Happy Now. It's basically all a song about me being happy now. Pretty much self-explanatory. It's like, I was in a really dark place, like I said before, and I was happy for a really long time, creating things for someone that I thought I was making happy, because I always had a mantra of this like ideology of like, if other people are happy, I'm happy. And I thought I was making other people happy when I really wasn't. So I started to realize it's like, I'm slipping and I'm going back into this dark place. And after a certain point, I'm like, actually, it's like, once I leave this thing that's making me sad and making me like depressed and anxious and all this stuff, I will be much happier, because it's kind of like a parasite in a way, where it's like, it's leeching onto me, sucking out all my blood, and it's making me weaker, it's making me like more tired, and it's making me more like sleepless at night, and I just can't deal with this anymore. So once I cut it out of my life and cut it out of my body, it kind of allowed me to like get my energy back. It kind of allowed me to get my spark back. So it's a song all about me being in a good place again. And like at the end of the day, it's like, as long as I leave this world a better place, I can be happy now. And that would be my legacy. And that's the whole point of the legacy that I want to leave behind. Like, if I can make someone else happy, that would be my legacy. And that's the story I want to tell. If I can tell that story in a new, creative way, that it's like, I hope you're happy now, and I hope that you live your life the way that I've lived mine, then I did my job, and I can say that I can move on with my life. That's the story I want to tell. So that's basically it. Like, that's basically the entire album minus the extra songs, which I'm not going to go into tonight, because I'm not entirely sure if I even want to make those songs, because it's all going to be about one person only. it's gonna be about the story that I told last year. If I decide to make it, that is. Because that's a story for another day. So anyways, I'm gonna end this here. So thank you everyone for tuning in and listening to me ramble for 35 and a half minutes. I'm not good with outros, so I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.